He's the mildest-mannered Indiana Jones you will ever meet in your life, but he is also incredibly tenacious. And it's that quality, really, I think, that has seen him through some really difficult times.
I grew up in Zimbabwe, and as a young kid, I was really interested in wildlife. I just knew from when I was probably 10 years old that I really wanted to be a wildlife biologist. That was my dream.
For over 30 years, Dr. Rodney Jackson has been living his dream. In high mountain ranges like the Himalayas, he has tracked and studied the elusive snow leopard on foot and for months at a time. While the view from his office is breathtaking, finding the endangered cat can be especially challenging.
Snow leopards live at high elevation, generally above 12,000 feet. The more precipitous it is, the more cliffs it has, the better the snow leopards love it. This brings real problems to me because I really fear heights. I have a fear of heights, yeah, no, I do. But that's what you have to do. You have to do it.
People go to climb Everest, and it may take about 2.5 to 3 months to climb there, and it's just extreme conditions. But what Rod does is he has to go up there for that amount of time plus more, year after year.
To see the snow leopard, you have to go in the dead of winter. You have to sleep in a tent in temperatures down 20 below zero. The study that we did in Nepal in the 1980s, we ended up being snowbound in a two-person camping tent for 7 weeks. And that was my first introduction to Rodney's tenacity, actually.
Jackson's dedication begins with basic science. Radio tracking and camera trapping are crucial elements to studying the movement of the snow leopard. In the early 1980s, Jackson helped to pioneer these methods to get some of the first images of snow leopards in the wild.
Rod actually started out using camera trapping back when he did the National Geographic study and was told that he couldn't do this work. Snow leopards are too hard to study and too elusive, so I think that gave him a challenge to go after.
We end up with pictures of herders walking past, mumbling to themselves. We have goat after goat after goat going past it, but we do get snow leopards. You can get a very accurate population estimate for how many snow leopards live there. And this is vital to conservation because you want to know where to concentrate your efforts.
Good conservation often comes down to simply learning to be a good neighbor. Jackson founded the Snow Leopard Conservancy in 2000 with an emphasis on pushing for conservation at a grassroots level. Since that time, he has worked with farmers who live in the snow leopard's range countries to safely deal with issues that arise from such close proximity.
Once I was in a village with Rodney, and the snow leopard got in a corral and it killed 55 sheep and goat in one night, a single snow leopard. And it was about half the net worth of this village.
Dealing with that, you've really got to address the educational component as well as some of the cultural mindsets, which sometimes can go back several hundred or 1,000 years.
Sometimes it's just a matter of putting some wire mesh across the window to stop the cat getting in. Your success is directly related to the degree to which the local people really change their behavior and come to value an animal they considered as a pest, as something worth more alive than dead.
Entering his 5th decade of studying the snow leopard, Jackson's quiet tenacity and proof that his work is showing positive results keeps him more dedicated than ever.
30 years devoted to one particular species, to see that those efforts have been successful, to see that snow leopards are seen more and more. He's lived his dream. When he was that little kid, he dreamed of doing what he's doing right now. How lucky he is to be able to do that.
I've been very frustrated at times because I've never seen a cat for weeks or years at a time. And then I just happen to look at the picture, to think about the cats, to revisit in my mind my early sightings. This animal, God, it's just so incredible. There's no question, I'm going back. I'm going back as long as I can walk.